Good morning, students. Again, we are going to start the next part from class 9 to most important question. First question is that if action is equal to reaction, then how horse can pull a cart? This is the most important question from class 9 of force and law of motion, that if action and reaction are equal. In third law, already we have learned that action is equal to the reaction force, then how a horse can pull a cart. Now let's see that. Suppose that it is a cart pulled by horse. It is a cart pulled by horse. Now what horse is doing? Here horse is applying two types of forces. First force, that is muscular force. First force applied by the horse, that is muscular force. And we know that to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So the force the horse is applying in the forward direction is minimized by the frictional force in the backward direction. So it will cancel each other. So we can say that horse can't able to pull a cart by applying the muscular force. Horse is applying a force in the backward direction, so horse want to go in the forward direction. Suppose that this side, and the cart is applying the force in the just opposite direction. So we can say that by the help of muscular force, horse can't pull a cart. Now the question arising that how it is possible for the horse to pull a cart. Now see here, second force applied by the leg of the horse. Horse is again applying a action force on the ground. Horse is applying the action force on the ground. On this behalf, now ground is providing the reaction force. Ground is providing the reaction force. And one thing you must careful that action and reaction force must act on two different body. So action force is toward the ground, reaction force will be toward the forward, and due to this reaction force a horse can pull a cart. Now next time when you want to answer, how you will answer? How horse can pull a cart? Horse apply two types of forces. First type of force, that is muscular force, but due to the muscular force it can't able to pull the cart because it is minimized by frictional force. But the second type of force, that is applied by the horse on the ground, that is action force, and in return, on account of Newton's third law of motion, the reaction force will be applied in the forward direction and horse can pull a cart like this. Now for second question, this is one question, and now for second question, explain the mechanism. Explain the mechanism of rocket propulsion. Explain the mechanism of rocket propulsion means how rocket works. See, Suppose that this is a rocket. We know that we are having a hydrogen plus petroleum fuel in the rocket. When rocket is started, the gas exhaust used to come in the downward direction. Now when the rocket fuel will come in the downward direction, two cases can arise. First case, whether it will give the third law of motion, it will work on the third law of motion, or it will follow the law of conservation of momentum. This question used to confuse all the students because rocket propulsion, sometimes it work on the Newton's third law, sometimes it work on the Newton's law of conservation of momentum. What is the correct answer? Answer is both. Answer is both. The propulsion of rocket work on both the phenomena, Newton's third law as well as law of conservation of momentum. See how it will happen. We know that the rocket fuel have some mass, and this fuel will burn and give the exhaust in the downward direction. And according to law of conservation of momentum, we know that the total momentum of a system remain conserved. So the mass of the substance that will propose in the downward direction will be equal to the upward direction. But on account of Newton's third law, according to Newton's third law, to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. The action force is in the downward direction. Action force, where is the action force? Action force is in the downward direction. So reaction force will be in the upward direction. Action force downward, reaction force upward, and the rocket used to go in the upward direction. So in the first step, when the fuel is burning, it is following the law of conservation of momentum. But as soon as rocket leaves the ground, it starts following the Newton's third law of motion. In the first stage, law of conservation of momentum. In the second stage, it is law of conservation of momentum. Now, third important question. In maximum examination, we are getting these questions. The third important question is that can a body stop itself? Can a body stop itself? Now, one question I want to ask you. That suppose that you are moving and suddenly you stops. What you used to say? Who have stopped you? You have stopped yourself. Second question, you are moving with a car and you have applied the brakes. Now I am asking who stops the car? Then you will answer that, sir, we have stopped the car because we have applied the brake. But according to the language of physics, you cannot stop a car because we know that a car will stop. In first law, what we have told, a body in motion will continue to be in motion and a body in rest will continue to be in rest unless acted upon external force. Means we need a external force, and you are inside a car. You cannot provide external force. Now, who stops the car? Who stops the car? Actually, the external force that stops the car or you is called frictional force. You cannot stop yourself or you cannot stop a car by applying the brake if there is no friction in the tire and the road. There must be a friction between the tire of the motor vehicle and the road to stop a car, and you must have a friction with your leg and the ground. Then only you can stop yourself. Sometimes you might have seen that if in the ground oil is there, and you are running. Now at a moment your father will ask you stop. You can stop yourself. You cannot stop yourself. You will slip down in that oil. Why? Because you cannot minimize the friction between your body and the ground. This is the answer, that frictional force act on maximum body to stop it. Now what will happen if there will be no frictional force? If there will be no external force, what will happen? Suppose that I used to throw the chalk in the upward direction. Again it used to come back. But if we will neglect the force of gravity, external force, if we are taking the force of gravity 0 and frictional force 0, there is no frictional force in the air, that is called drag. The frictional force due to the air is called drag. There is no frictional force in the air, and in the second case there is no gravitational force. Then if you are throwing a ball, it will go to the moon, or beyond that it is possible. It will never stop. In the Galileo experiment you have seen that a body will stop only when it will get the frictional force. Without external effort it will never stop. You are running, you will not stop yourself unless acted upon the gravitational force and the frictional force. So student, please keep in mind that a body cannot stop itself. Only an external force can stop a body. Now it's the time for your assignment work. Now I am providing you some of the assignment.